Hi, it's Denise, and today I want to talk about big stories and little stories and how the mother herd is here for all of it. There are some people, some of you out there, who want to write a book. You are excited about telling your life's journey and putting that all down so people really know and can learn from you. Others of you just want your kids to listen to you better. We're all of it. We're here for all of it at the Mother Herd. And one of the things that we really want to do is normalize that stories are part of our everyday. And so it doesn't have to be the big, dark, deep secret stories that you're telling. It can be the little reminder stories that help get you through your day. For example, I have a story about um, somebody walking by my house, and it is a little tiny story, and I shared it with somebody the other day, and it just made us both laugh. But it's engaging in a storytelling way that I think allows other people to enter into what we're thinking, into our emotions, and how we can all come together better. It's really important to start your events and to start your dinners and to start your meetings with stories. You can find out more about people when you say, tell me about something that's really funny from the last 24 hours. And they can engage in a story that reminds them that they laughed versus saying, what do you find funny today? Or what song were you listening to? Feels very directive. But when you ask somebody to engage in a story with you, you're making time for them and you are showing that they're important. Some of the research that we know about work environments is that if you spend 30 minutes a day with somebody that you work with, 30 minutes a month with somebody that you work with, and you get to tell a story, they are going to like their job even more than they do. So that's exciting. Paused in my own brain for a minute. I feel like I need to go back and look at that research and make sure it wasn't 30 minutes a week. Regardless, we all need connection and we need to be forming those relationships with each other. And I know for me and for those of people in my life, some of the stereotypical get to know you kind of things can be a little mundane for us. We don't like small talk. We want to dig into the deep stuff right away. And so you can share a little bit of a story about yourself and then offer other people to share and add on to that. An example of that might be I think about for us, it's baseball. We spend a lot of time at baseball. And so I can start with saying, oh my gosh, at baseball this weekend, we had an umpire that was just out of this world. I can share that there was this time where he was calling the strikes and it was like, boom, strike. And we were all like, oh, what is happening? But it was a fun moment at the game. Have you guys had anything like that? Or what did you do this weekend that brought a smile to your face? And it doesn't always have to be about bringing a smile to your face or finding joy, but oftentimes that's a place where people don't get to go as often because they're busy and they're working, and reminding them that there's good in the world can be what you do through story. But you can also go to the other side of knowing that somebody's struggling and that they just lost a parent, and you can share that, my son was walking up the stairs this weekend, and I was watching a TV show and something came on about politics, and he saw Bernie Sanders on the screen, and just quietly as he walked up the stairs, he goes, I remember Papa sitting in his chair in his Bernie Sanders shirt, and just shook his head. And I was like, yeah. And then I shared that with my husband later, and we talked about how um, having our kids know their grandparents and who they liked and what they liked was really important to us. And if you have somebody who's just lost somebody close to them, you can share that story with them. I think about a girlfriend I have up in Seattle who recently lost both of her parents, and I might just shoot her an email and say, hey, this just happened to us, and I was thinking about you. And then give her that opportunity to pass it along as well and share a story about her family and her parents. So anyway, all that to say, your stories can be short and compact in a couple minutes. They can be the things that make you who you are and what you believe and why you believe them. They can be the deep, dark hurts and the traumas that you've been through, but they can also be light and airy Your story is made up of hundreds of stories, of hundreds of moments over time that make you interesting and make you engageable with the people around you. And so, if you just harness a couple of those, I think you'll find that your interactions are more rich and more rewarding for you and the people in your life. So, yes, your story and your storytelling can be about your big things, and they can be book long and they can be TED Talk long, but they can also be just moments where you are sharing a little bit about yourself.